minutes, and now the new episode starts, guys. Let's take things away. There's going to be some repercussions from last week's episode. Xander, yeah, Xander was fantastic. He coined the term mergatory. Like purgatory, but mergatory. I love it. This is our top 6, guys. We have Morgana, Kaisa, Janna, and Ash working together seamlessly. And then we have Shen and Fizz on the bottom. If you remember from last week, you know, she's a Blue Tribe member, she's a Blue Tribe member, he's a Blue Tribe member, he's a Blue Tribe member. But that core 4 looked to finally be shaken up. All the women voted together, and they seamlessly targeted Gragas, who is now gone. He's out of here, so we're going to get some confessionals from this group, okay? But this is how the alliances look as of for right now. Get a confessional from Fizz, and he says, I will fight tooth and nail to make it to the end. I have no more allies, and when I'm sitting at the end, I'll have a jury who knows I'm the sole survivor. And we get this first-time splash art of Fizz. What skin is this, guys? Is this Void Fizz? It's badass. It's a dope splash art. He looks great. With the galaxy in the background and the wallpaper and the purple text, everything just looks so aesthetic. Like, I need to take a... Oh, I need to... You know what I need to do? I need to make the image just a little bit smaller. So that way the little... Yeah, those things aren't in the way. The little gifs in the corner. There you go, guys. That should be better. Can I center it on screen? Oh, perfect. Much, much better. Void Fizz. Yeah, fuck yeah. And I just want... Like, real quick before we move on, Fizz has now sitting in the same exact spot that 2 other players have sat on this beach, guys. If you flash back to earlier in the season, Pantheon was in the same exact boat where he had no more allies and he was hoping to just win immunities to get himself to the end. He was hoping to not worry about alliances, but rather just win the immunity and carry himself to the end. He had no allies. And, hang on, where is this? There we go. Sorry, I just need like a pencil or something in my hand while I talk. And the only other person that was in that same boat is Jax. So Jax, you know, was in the boat where he had no more allies. He ended up going home. Pantheon was in the boat where he had no allies, and he ended up going home. And now Fizz has no allies. Is he gonna go home? It's a damn good question. We'll have to see. I do these double back-to-back confessionals if there's more information I want to give. But the second one here is going to say, I'm worried without Morgana's help, I'll be going home next. So Fizz is worried for himself. And Fizz, his character was chosen by Zach. He's actually got VIP tonight in our stream. And Zach, I would be worried for your boy Fizz. Get a confessional from Ash, and she says, I took my shot at Gragas and I succeeded. I have this idol that can secure my spot at the top 5. I just need to win immunity. So Ash has her eyes on immunity. Fizz has his eyes on immunity. Every single person is looking towards the gold. A lot of them feel comfortable with their alliances, but everything's gonna change after tonight. The episode wouldn't be called All Out War if it wasn't just pure chaos. Get a confessional from Morgana. She says, I grow stronger with each and every tribal council. Tonight I win the immunity challenge and vote out Fizz, cementing my victory. So Morgana wants Fizz out, right? Fizz just talked about how he had no idols, and Ash thinks she just needs to win immunity. So we're not learning a lot about her besides the fact that she has an immunity idol. She found the idol last week's episode. This should be news to you guys. Ash right here, right? Where is it? Where the fuck is it? Right during last week. So when Gragas went to go look for the idol, he didn't find it, right? Because he didn't play the idol at Tribal, and he ended up going home. That idol was sitting in Ash's pocket. Ash, when she went after Gragas to look for the idol, found it first. She says, I'll have to find it first. That's exactly what she did, guys. So she might not have been in the conversation and somehow still got through Tribal Council. If Gragas had found it, he probably would have saved himself. But instead, he bit the bullet. And Morgana took some shots on her name, but she didn't go home. So this is Ash revealing to us that she has an immunity idol. That's big. There's an immunity idol back in play. There hasn't been one for a few episodes. So there's only one, usually one at play at a time. Growing, cement my victory. So she's also trying to win immunity. Everybody's going for immunity, bro. It's nuts. Yeah, that is brand new news. That's why I wanted to make sure I explained it. Big boy damage. Yeah, we got the fancy Ash skins, the fancy Fizz skins. That Morgana's still in base skin, but she looks so nice, so it's okay. I don't know where this artwork is from, but I love this wallpaper. If anybody wants any of the artwork from Survivor Runeterra, feel free to DM me and I will happily give it to you. Okay, guys? I can feel free to try to post more of it too on like the Instagram or whatever you guys feel. We're gonna get a confessional from, so we jump from Morgana to Kaisa. We're just kind of getting these like individual conversations or individual confessionals to maybe learn the inside of like what these people want, and then we'll start to see duo conversations, movement on the beach, things like that before we get to the immunity challenge. And we get a confessional from Kaisa. Amazing artwork, by the way. Another new artwork. And it says, Fizz and Morgana are the obvious targets tonight, but I have a different goal in mind. Tonight I will do everything in my power to break up the core blue tribe. Shen, Ash, I'm sorry if I can't save you tonight. I must show no mercy, taking down anyone in my path. Alright, fuck yeah, Kaisa. Dude, Kaisa has continued to be a... Pantheon was probably the biggest fan favorite we had all season, and he went home. And since then, I've noticed a lot of Pantheon stans becoming Kaisa fans. So I think Kaisa is kind of like our... Who would you say is the #1 most popular champion out of the whole community, if you had to guess? Guess on everybody's opinion. For a lot of you that have seen the episodes, you know, every single episode. I know, like, Rooney's seen probably every single episode. Demo's probably seen every episode. Clutch has probably seen every episode. Zach and Luna, I imagine, have seen a lot of episodes. How many of these have you seen, Jesse? We have all the episodes on the YouTube channel as well. Like every single episodes 1 through 6 are all on the YouTube channel. We're gonna have the whole season on the YouTube channel, and I'm hoping like I'm gonna put it all in one folder and people get to watch the whole season if they really want to. You said I have. If I haven't seen it, it's on. I've seen it on YouTube. Nice. Clutch thinks Shen has a big chance to take it to the end. Okay. Yeah, we haven't seen Clutch in this episode, or we haven't seen Shen in this episode. We've seen Fizz, we've seen Ash, we've seen Kaisa, we've seen Morgana, so there's still Janna and Shen left to check in with. And we're going to keep moving down the line. We get this conversation from Ash and Kaisa, so we're starting to have now one-on-one conversations. And last time we had a one-on-one conversation with them, it was Kaisa kind of revealing that she plays for her father, and it was really like a touching moment, and that kind of bonded her and Ash together, so now they're kind of homies. And we get this conversation, I want to go to the end with you and Janna. Do you think we can make that happen? And Kaisa says, there hasn't been a final 3 of all women in over 10 years. Morgana, Shen, Fizz, they won't be easy to eliminate. And Ash says, as long as we have each other, we can manipulate the vote in our favor. And Kaisa says, let's do this, Ash. So Kaisa's very unsure, but Ash is very gung-ho. Ash is trying so hard to play the game now, because she didn't play the game at the if you remember, Ash didn't play the game at the beginning at all. She was very passive. She kind of stood by and let a lot of other things happen, like the Jax vote, like the Ivern vote, or all those other votes. Like, she just wasn't in the mix. I think Ivern was Red Tribe, so I just mixed them up, but you know what I mean. She was not in it for Blue Tribe for at least like 2 episodes. She was a complete ghost. So I think now she's maybe trying to put her foot on the gas to go a little bit faster. And Kaisa agrees with her, but she thinks it's going to be really tough. If Ash lived in a perfect world, the next 3 people that would be going home are Morgana, Shen, and Fizz. Those are 3 huge names of people who have been playing the game since the very beginning. Like right now, best shot to win the game is a lot of homies. We already know who I'm pushing for. Panda, who do you want? Who are you pushing for, homie? Is it Void Fizz? I think the only person on this beach that hasn't started to submit a legacy or like a claim to the throne is Janna. I think if Janna can do a little bit more, she will start to have her story painted out for us. You know, paired herself with Fizz, ran him until she couldn't anymore, then cut him loose at the right time. If Janna gets out Fizz later in the season or tonight, that will be huge on her resume. That will be the biggest thing on her resume, guys. That would be the only thing she would need to honestly have any claim to the throne, is be like, yo, I played Fizz like a fiddle until I didn't need him, and then I cut him loose. Like, that would be massive, guys. Massive. Alright, we're gonna get a confessional from Janna, speaking of the devil. She goes, our tribe has grown quieter without the rabble rouser. The once cheery smiles on Fizz and Shen's face has faded. Kaisa and Ash seem too close to each other. Maybe I try to mend things with Fizz. Sometimes the devil you know is better than the devil you don't. Oh, I love Jana so much. She continues to be awesome. Like, she's coming to life character-wise. She's got better splash arts every episode. And, like, it's important to note that, yeah, she might not have had a big claim, but she's here, bro. Like, you have to say, no matter what, Jana is a better player than Pantheon. Jana is a better player than Jax because she's here and they're not. Like, she's doing something right with her alliances, the way she talks to people, the way she presents herself at challenges, whatever it is, she is doing something right to get this far. Otherwise, she wouldn't be sitting here. I'm sure that Shen won't win, but he's gonna go far. Yeah, that's Jeremy's boy. She's staying low key though, which is a strong thing in general. Who's staying low key, Clutch? You talking about Kaisa, Ash, or Jana? I've been talking really fast, so I don't know who you're talking about. I'll take a second to drink some water, guys. You should consider hydrating as well. We still have about 45 minutes left on our timer, essentially, so we're chilling. Like, I'm already 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I'm 8 slides in, and there were like 40 slides or 30 slides for this episode, so. You're talking about Jana. Yeah, Jana really is, honestly, playing a good game. I think she could pitch the story if she can get Fizz out. There's like a piece to their gameplay, you know what I mean? Like if Fizz made it to the end, or Morgana made it to the end, or Gragas made it to the end, any one of them could have claimed the Pantheon takedown. And now we've seen Gragas go home, and we've seen or Morgana and Fizz are still on the beach. So if either one of those two make it to the end, they could be like, yo, I took out Pantheon, the best challenge piece in the whole, like, of the season, you know? If Fizz gets to the end, he's got this really good story of saying, like, hey, I, made Jax this big threat by using my idol and saving him. I flipped a vote against, with 2 votes, like 5-2 or 4-2 or whatever it was. In the earliest stage, like the first tribal council, I think he did it. And then that, made Jax such a big threat that Fizz essentially walked to the merge. And once he got to the merge, he started playing the game. Like, he started really playing the game. He won an immunity. I think he's won immunity twice or something like that. No, I think he's won once. He shifted alliances and been on the right side of votes. Like, Fizz is up there when it comes to who do you think can win the game. He's like the new Pantheon to take down, I feel like. And we're going to keep moving forward. Shen gets a confessionally says, we're under fire. I didn't foresee Gragas going home, and now Fizz and I are the only men left in the game. We have different stories, so I'm hoping we can stick together in the next vote. There's our boy Shen. He's a little nervous about all the women coming after them and taking down Gragas. And he's hoping that he can, just work with Fizz and get himself through this next vote. Path has the best flip of the game. And he also says, seeing Jax go home after wanting to beat him in challenges, seeing Jax go home after wanting to beat him in challenges, seeing the challenge beast Pantheon go home has changed my trajectory. If I want to win Survivor, I must use my mind to my favor. He sounds just like Pantheon, bro, before Pantheon went home. Pantheon was like, I have no other way to protect me. I need to use my words to get me to the end. And sometimes that's really what it is. Survival is to win Survivor, it's 3 crucial components. It's the physical game, it's the social game, and it's the strategic game. It's those 3 things, right? You're a Survivor fanatic too, right, Panda? Are those the 3 things? It's social, strategic, and physical? Am I missing anything? And social game's a big part of it. If you don't have people that are willing to, throw a vote on someone else and not you, like, they have to think to themselves, what's the threat of keeping you around? You know what I mean? I want this Talo, actually. That's cute. I'll take a hit of the pin, though. I'm gonna have to charge it soon. It's definitely been just chiefing on this thing. I'm gonna Google this super fast. 3 core components to Survivor. Outwit, outlast, outplay. Yeah, so outwit is strategy. Play nice, but play the game. You know what I mean? Essentially, the way the winner will be decided is not just on how they pitch their case to the jury, but who's sitting on the jury as well. Did they piss those people off when they sent them out? You know what I mean? If you guys don't know who's on the jury, I took a slide of it. I can show it to you. So we had Ivan, Sejuani, Jackson, Evelyn go home. Then the jury was created. We have Pantheon, and I actually need to put Gragas right here as well. So tonight we'll be getting our 3rd jury member. Pantheon and Gragas are the 2 members of the jury right now. We'll get a 3rd member, and then we'll get the top 5th vote and the number 5 and number 4, and then we'll have our final 3. It's gonna be exciting. Let me scroll back down. I'm sorry. I'm gonna get through this episode, guys. I'm not trying to like stagnate it, but I think we're pacing is totally fine, so we're chilling. Yeah, so Shen is looking to maybe change his gameplay a little bit. He doesn't want to be seen as this big challenge beast because he is one of like probably the toughest motherfuckers left on the beach. And he goes to have a conversation with Kaisa. And he says, "We've made it this far together, Kaisa. I don't know what your plans are for the rest of the game, but allow me this one favor. Let's stick together one more vote, then we can duke it out." And Kaisa says, "I respect you, Shen. I think your nobility is your strongest trait, and I will allow us to stick together on this next vote. There are bigger threats on this beach still, and if we don't take them out, we will both be going home." Hey, J-Man TTV, thanks for the raid, homie. I smoke 2 joints in the afternoon. Makes me feel alright. Ba, 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 ba. Oh, I never deafened in fucking Discord. I'm so sorry, Clutch. Yo, J-Man, let me give you a shout out, buddy. You just followed us very, very recently, didn't you, J-Man? Remind us how you found stream again. J-Man TTV 2010. Much love, homie. You were streaming Fortnite. Nice. Fortnite's a good game. I really like the new Fortnite right now. This window capture is on top of my chat box, which is bizarre. Hang on. The alert box should be at the very top, and so should the chat box. Let me see if I can move that up. Welcome in, homie. Three days ago, you followed me next to Chief Queefed. Were you from the Kirsten community? A fellow fellow Aussie, by chance? I'm gonna take one more sip of water. We'll keep going, guys. So, pretty much just breaking down this little scene here. It looks like Shen and Kaisa are a duo. Shen's worried that like the 4 women are just gonna keep voting out dudes. So he's like, "Hey, listen, can you keep me around this next vote? Then feel free to duke it out with me. I just really want to make it through this next vote. Like, I'll do whatever you say, whoever you want to vote out." Like, he's listening to her. And then he's gonna go. Shen is making the rounds, ladies and gentlemen, because he's gonna go and have a conversation with Morgana as well. And he says, Fizz has secured the win if he gets to the end. He has immunity wins, blindsides, and idle plays under his belt. Do you think we can beat him at immunity and finally send him home? And Morgana says, Fizz will be going home tonight. It's my only goal in life. And Morgana is absolutely determined to see Fizz finally fucking drop. And now, look at this. It's very interesting, right? You have Shen having a conversation with Kaisa, but then he runs off and he immediately gets into another conversation with Morgana. And then Morgana kind of does the same thing. She has a conversation with Shen, and then she yo-yos off to have a conversation with Fizz immediately. She hears Fizz's name, she throws Fizz's name out there, and then she immediately goes to talk to him. And she says, I'm afraid our backs are against the wall. If we don't work together for this next vote, I'll be going home, and then you're going home right after me. And Fizz says, we have different stories, you and I. I think it's safe to say we could go to the end and still have a fair fight for sole survivor. What we really need is the hidden immunity idol. And it's like, okay, so Fizz is looking for the hidden immunity idol now. He doesn't know that Ash has it. He just thinks it's out in the woods somewhere, and he's going to go searching for it. If Fizz goes to search for the idol, he's not going to find it, and he's probably going to blow his chances. Like, if he's out searching and shit instead of having conversations. These two are really on the bottom. Like, I showed you guys this artwork. But if we really had to, like, restructure the ladder on who's in trouble, it's these two mostly, followed by maybe Shen. And then the three women are sitting on top. They're smooth as can be. They're not having any issues. If it's not, these three should be fine, but one of these three could be in big trouble tonight. Yeah, back wall, but it could be you and then me. I love that. I'll be going home and then you're going home right after me. That's a good threat when you are worried about going home and you're trying to get someone to work with you. You could be like, yeah, no, like if I'm going home, then you're going home next and then he's going home. Like, it helps bond those three together. Be like, yeah, it's us against them. You know what I mean? That's an important strategy. I saw Mike use it. If you guys remember the firefighter Mike from 2 seasons ago, he said that exact same thing to Jonathan and Romeo. He was like, yeah, if I go home, then you're going home. And then like the women are just going to vote us all out. It was like a dude's alliance, which I thought was funny. I think he was talking to Hai, and Hai was like, yeah, dude, they're high as fuck if they think I'm going to join the misogyny club or whatever he said. Fucking Mike, bro. I mean, Mike was making enough sense. It had nothing really to do with that. It's just a matter of like who was working with who, you know? Alright. And so he says, we're getting raided again by J-Man? What's happening? J-Man, why'd you double raid me? What's happening? You like raid me, get offline, get online, raid me again? Welcome to the parties, homie. Oh, homie of one. Much love. That wasn't weird at all. So big news, guys. This is where things are gonna start to get crazy. Fizz mentions the idol. He wants to find the idol, and it says the tribe is split up having conversations. While no one is at camp, Fizz begins looking through everyone's bags. The titled trickster strikes again. He is doing up to dubious deeds, and by searching through everyone's bags right before the immunity challenge, Fizz comes up with luck. He literally rolls a d20 on this bad boy because he had a 50-50 shot. Okay, does my tribe have the idol and no one's saying anything about it? Or I don't know about it? Or is the idol out in the woods? Because I'm only going to have one chance to figure this out. And he took the chance that somebody on his tribe had it. So he searches everyone's bags, and lo and behold, in Ash's bag, Fizz recovers her hidden immunity idol. And he goes, so Ash had the idol. I hate to do this, but it's eat or be eaten. And so now Fizz has a hidden immunity idol in his pocket going into the immunity challenge. And this is dangerous, guys. The little bastard has done it. He has somehow flipped things in his favor. And he would be technically safe tonight. If he ends up playing, he'll regardless if he doesn't win immunity, long as that idol doesn't get stolen back from him, which I imagine he's just gonna like keep it in his pants, like he's gonna stuff it in his fucking boxers or something, and hold on to it that way. Just tuck it between his butt cheeks for like the rest of the fucking night. Like he's not gonna put it in his bag like a dummy. And immediately we get a confessional from Ash, and she goes, "My idol is gone. No." Who could have taken my idol? Who would go so low as to search through my bags? I'm so angry right now. I'm seething with rage. Ash is fucking pissed, guys. Absolutely beyond fucking things right now. She has lost her idol. You get the Coven Ash skin for the first time. Little bastard Fizz has it. And it says, come on in, guys, for today's immunity challenge, bugging out. First player to finish their plate wins. The players will be safe at tribal, while the rest of you will have to vote someone out. So this is the bugging out challenge, guys. I introduced this in season 1 of Survivor Runeterra. Basically, what's going to happen is we're gonna have one champion. It's gonna be like a 1v1. There's gonna be 3 1v1s, and then the winners of those 1v1s are gonna compete against each other in a 3-way duel. And pretty much what's gonna happen is they're gonna remove a cloche, and underneath that cloche is a gross food, and you have to. It's a delicacy from that country. I think the show takes place in Fiji, so these would be like gross ass delicacies that are eaten in Fiji, I guess. But I don't know. Some of these foods that they did eat on the show might have been from other seasons, but just go with me for the fact that they are Fijian delicacies, okay? Alright, I don't know what's going on, J-Man, but I'm going to turn off. Can I, like, turn off the raid spam? Because it's kind of, like, cringe. Why'd you raid spamming me, bro? Hang on. See if I can figure this out. Much love. I appreciate the raids. I don't need 3 one person's. Like, I don't know why you're spamming it. You know what I mean? There we go, I fixed it. Okay. We should be smooth now. Well, I changed it, so now we only accept raids with 2 viewers. So we can't spam it. He's not even saying anything, which is cringe. It's like, is there a robot in my stream? What's happening? Anyways, so we're going to get a 1v1, a 1v1, and a 1v1, and then the winner of those 3 1v1s will battle it out in the finale, okay? So who do you think is going to be good at this challenge? Who do you think is going to be bad at this challenge? Rooney says, no, my girl. Yeah, Ash is taking a beating. Fizz has stolen her idol, and now she is fucking... She's enraged, bro. That anger can fucking... Who knows what's going to happen next? Round 1, guys. Jana versus... Fizz, and the food underneath the cloche is going to be tarantula. Who do you guys think wins this food challenge? Jana or Fizz? Who's going to eat it first? I won't keep it on the screen for too long because this stuff's gross looking. Fizz is a dog shit and a thief. Fuck Fizz. He's playing like a true villain, bro. Wait, I'm gonna put on Otherworld or the battle music. We're just gonna slap this on while we do this. Fizz, he's eating worse. Jana. Round 1, tarantula. Fight. Gobble, 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 gobble. The winner, Jana. Jana beats Fizz. Fizz, not safe from immunity tonight. Jana fucking crushes that tarantula, bro. She shoves the whole thing in her mouth. Fizz, like, bites off a leg, chews it up really fast, and the taste makes him gag. He collapses to his knees and almost throws up, guys. Fizz tried to take it piece at a time. Jana shoved the whole thing in her mouth, chewed like a motherfucker, and swallowed that shit, bro. She shows her mouth to Jeff. Nah, she's totally good, bro. There's a Mantyke stream. Jana moves on to the finale. To the final round. Round 2. Farfaru. That's like old fish, and it's got flies all over it because it's super old. And like it ferments in its own like decaying juices. So it's a super slimy, super smelly piece of fish, I think. I don't really know what it is, so if I'm insulting a culture's like delicacy, I apologize. But that's what it looks like. This is going to be Morgana versus Ash. Who wins, guys? Ash, Ash, Ash. What do we think, guys? I need these quick responses. I'm curious to see who you guys think is gonna eat this shit. I'm just kidding. Take your time. Ash versus Morgana. Clutch demo. Congratulations on the Mantike. All right, round 3. Farfaru. Morgana versus Ash. Fight. Gobble, 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 gag. Morgana takes a bite. She swallows, but then throws up everywhere. Morgana disqualified. Ash doesn't even have to finish eating the food. Ash moving on to the final round. Fuck your Ash. Morgana threw up the food. She swallowed it, but it came right back up. She couldn't keep it down. Morgana eliminated, going to Tribal Council. Ash moving on to the final round. So it'll be Janna versus Ash versus, let's find out who wins this one. It's going to be Shen versus Kaisa. And they are drinking a cup of cow blood. Oh my god, that's disgusting. That's fucking disgusting. Who wins, guys? We have one more gross round. Try not to throw up. I apologize for anybody at home that eats while watching Survivor Runeterra. I'm gonna finger her Ash. Whoa, demo. Alright, Cowblood. Shen versus Kaisa. And they start drinking. It's gonna be like, and it's just a chugging contest, okay? Because Kaisa can keep the blood down and Shen can keep the blood down. But ultimately, Shen has had a few more beers in his day, and he's gonna be able to crush this thanks to his experience of being a frat boy in college, or pays off. His inner frat boy absolutely crushes the cow blood. And he just has blood dripping down his face like, ah, Shen does it, baby. Let's go. And now we're moving on to the final round. It is going to be Janna versus Ash versus Shen to see who takes this one home. Shen's a pussy. Demo's talking shit. Boom, here it is. Final round, Balut. This is fermented duck egg. Absolutely disgusting. And I'll keep the cover on it so you guys don't get grossed out. But that's what it looks like. You guys want to see what it looks like? Bam. Nasty. It's like I can't show that on stream. I'm going to get fucking arrested. Alright, guys. This one is gonna be hard to eat. It is like a small... It's not a small egg. You can't just pop this in your mouth and swallow it. It's like a decent size egg. This is probably like 4 eggs worth of a regular size egg. Ash, Ash, Ash. Alright. Now remember, this is the most important thing to remember, guys. Shen has a stomach... Ready? Shen has a stomach full of cow blood. Ash has fermented fish in her stomach. And Janna has a tarantula in her stomach. So let's see who can get through this. Balut. In the first round, we have... Or, sorry, all 3 of them begin. Ready? It's Janna versus Ash versus Shen. Balut. Ready? 3, 2, 1, go. They start chewing. Though they peel off the rest of the egg and they just go to town on it. Shen gags really hard. And he actually starts to puke up the blood as well. And he's eliminated. Shen's not able to stay in it. And it's going to come down to Ash versus Janna. Ash gets half of it done. Janna gets half of it done. And it's going to come down to, ultimately, Ash starts to throw up. And Janna is going to win the immunity challenge, guys. She finishes the fucking duck Apparently, Janna has an iron stomach because no one else was able to finish it. Ash threw it up. Shen threw it up. To be honest, Ash and Shen had harder shit in their stomach, though. And so Janna is our immunity winner today, guys. Jeff puts the necklace around her for the first time. And we get a confessional from Janna, and she says, "Been very unsure about my place on this tribe. Today I secure my first individual immunity win. I couldn't be prouder, and I know my family back home is rooting for me. Time to control the vote and secure myself a spot in the final 5. Amen, Janna. All hail Queen Janna. She's finally having herself the game she's wanted, and she's coming back to life, guys. I'm gonna put the island lo-fi back on. That was a crazy finale, huh? For that challenge. Because you look at this matchup, right? And it was, honestly, I think what fucked them was the way the challenge was made, because ultimately the blood in his stomach fucked him up, and then ultimately the fermented fish and the duck collided in Ash's stomach, and she was done too. The tarantula is like kind of dry, I think, or dry. It's drier than the other foods, so it was easier for her to eat this thing. That, or maybe she's just a fucking beast, all right. But she's cementing her legacy, and Janna is guaranteed a spot in the final 5. She has a 1 in 5 chance at winning Survivor Runeterra, guys. And we're gonna move on. This is our new setup. We have Janna with immunity, kind of attached to Fizz because of her. She talked to him last, little conversation, saying that she wanted to work with him again. And then you kind of have Morgana attached to Fizz because those two are on the bottom and they're kind of working together as well. You have Ash, Shen, and Kaisa not really attached to anybody here. And I think if you had to say like who had a blue tribe and red tribe, right? Who did their best at like integrating with the red tribe and working with them, I would say it's probably Kaisa. Kaisa has the best connections as out of the 2 members left on red, and then out of the blue one, I think the best connections are Janna. I think Janna has really good connections with. She had conversations with Gragas before he went home. She had conversations with Morgana. She has conversations with Kaisa too. So we're gonna get a confessional from Shen. He says Fizz, Morgana, Ash, Kaisa, and myself are the only names available to write down. I must force the trajectory onto my tribe mates. I'm not ready to go home. If I could voice my opinion, I want Morgana gone. So Shen's going after Morgana. He doesn't know if he has the power to do this, though, so we'll have to see what happens. Demo, don't make me show you how much of a boss Shen is. Shen's going after Morgana. Morgana's going after Shen, I think. Some shit's going down. And Shen says he goes right to... So, good for Shen. He lost the challenge. He lost the challenge against Janna. But then after that challenge, he has his confessional and he goes right to have a conversation with Janna. He went right to the one person that is feeling confident and safe tonight. And he says, congrats on your win today. Those food challenges were brutal. You think... Oh yeah, he says those food challenges were brutal. And she goes, too brutal for our target, and Fizz looks like he's vulnerable tonight. And he goes, you think Fizz should go home tonight? And she says, I think Fizz has a really good story, and sending him home will only make us stronger. And he goes, I'm with you tonight, Janna. If you think we need to change the vote, let me know. So he is essentially, all right, you two, take it to the bedroom. VIP Zach, bro. I'm going to get used to calling you that. Your name is Vac. It's V. You're like, who's Vac? Oh, it's VIP Zach, bro. He evolved. VI Pluna. VI Pluna. What's up, homie? VI. VI Vat. VI Pack. It'd be VI Pack. Yo, what up, VI Pack? Alright, sorry, I'm stoned. Don't mind me. Hey, congratulations, buddy. Let me take a rip for you. So good on Shen for approaching the safety tonight. I feel like throwing up, but let's go. I hope you feel better. Janna says, Shen is scared of going home tonight. I'm sure they're all scared. I will use this fear to my advantage. The only question on my mind, do I take out Fizz or use him as a number to further place cracks in the rest of them? Janna, bro, she is scary. Since she has evolved and like gotten this new version of herself, she is playing the motherfucking game. Ash and Fizz have a conversation, and Fizz says, I need to tell you something. I saw Jana going through your bag before the immunity challenge. Fizz is he's stirring up drama. Zach, have you been watching the whole episode, bro? Shit's good. Your boy's doing some shit. And then Ash goes, Jana took my idol, Fizz. She's playing way harder than expected. She was gung-ho about the Gragas vote, and now she has immunity and an idol. We need to take her down. MILF. MILF. Yeah, right, dude? What the hell? Why'd they draw her like that? And things are getting kind of crazy right around here. So Fizz stole Ash's idol, but now is telling Ash to her face that Jana took the idol. And she thinks that Jana is a big problem because Jana did help get Gragas out. She does have claim to that vote off. And he goes, she's been throwing your name out there tonight. Who else calls her an ally? Who else can we target to make her weaker? And Fizz says, you're not going to like my answer, but I've seen her talking to Shen a lot. Fizz is going after Shen too. Fizz is just like bang, 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 bang. He's literally stirring up the entire pot, bro. Getting the whole tribe to go after each other. All of a sudden, Ash now wants Jana and Shen gone. Just because of Fizz's conversation with her, bro. Because he stole her idol and now he's manipulating Ash into what he wants her to do. This is crazy. And Fizz goes, Ash has a strong foresight and overall vision of this game. It'll be all the more sweet to watch her torch Snuff tonight. Oh my god. Yo. Fizz is a fucking badass, bro. He's out here fucking causing chaos, son. He has an immunity idol in his pocket. He's got Ash trying to tear down Jana. And he even knows Ash is a good threat. And now he says he's going to try and send Ash home? I want to see it happen, Fizz. I want to see it happen. Get a confessional from Morgana and Fizz. The Fizz hype train continues. I need to put on the Fizz rap song, bro. Hang on. Have you guys heard this song? This Fizz song slaps. Fizz is up to no good, ladies and gentlemen. Says, we're not going home tonight. We got the numbers. We just need a target. And Fizz says, who has a greater shot at defeating us down the line? Ash or Shen? No, I'm just kidding. I'm not giving Fizz that much fucking credit. Sorry. You're like, wow, Jay, make it obvious Fizz isn't going home tonight. I'm like, nah, I'm joking. So Morgana and Fizz talking about either Ash or Shen. Those are the two big names on the board right now. Shen doesn't have a lot of trust garnered left in the tribe. Maybe Kaisa, but Shen, like Morgana, Fizz, Jana, they don't really give a shit about Shen. So it's tough. Like, and it's fucked up because Shen actually cares about Fizz, but Fizz doesn't give a fuck about him back. And is there a last confessional before we go to Tribal Council, guys? And it's from Kaisa, and she says, I'm not worried about Tribal Council. I've gone this entire game without a single vote against my name. Tonight will be no different. So Kaisa is fucking coming in hot, son. She thinks she's going to walk to the end, and if she gets to the end, she's going to have a big thing and be like, yo, I was never voted against. And I went back and checked the tribals. I'm pretty sure Kaisa's never had a vote against her name. If you think she has, I can go back even further, but I checked like 3 or 4 episodes, and I'm pretty sure she's never had her name written down. Fizz is on it, bro. He's doing too much. Hey, Fizz is immune tonight. He's not immune tonight. And if he doesn't play that idol, he could be going home. Or he takes that idol in his pocket and he gets to top 5. Here we are, guys, at the finale. Kaisa, Morgana, Shen, Jana, Fizz, Ash are sitting here at immunity. Are sitting here at at Tribal Council, top 6, and I'm just gonna change this to yellow. Oh, whoops, wrong one. There we go. So we know that Jana is immune, and we know that on the sidelines they're gonna like, let's bring in our jury, Pantheon, Gragas, and they both go and take a seat on the bench. So Pantheon, Gragas, members of the jury get to listen in, sit down and listen into every single tribal council. So that way it can help further who they think deserves $1 million. Who do you think plays it the best? Do we have any questions about any of the slides that we've seen in this episode tonight, guys? How did you guys like tonight's episode? We're on to Tribal Council, and we have 10 minutes left before we were supposed to wrap up, so we're right on schedule. What did you guys think of tonight's episode? Pretty big stuff happened. Fizz stealing an idol out of Ash's bag, sending Ash on a warpath, personally helping send her on that warpath by lying to her face. We had, a very worried Shen. I feel like Morgana kind of got like a quiet edit this week. She had a few conversations, tying herself to the hip of Fizz, but really nothing on her own. She's not really trying to make big splashy plays. She's just kind of going along with the flow of Fizz because she does feel like she has no allies. Red Tribe has been picked off every single week. Does a Red Tribe member go home like Morgana or Kaisa tonight? Or is it one of the is Blue Tribe finally going to lose one of its members? The only Blue Tribe members up for vote are Fizz, Ash, and Shen. 5 people's name can get written down. That's it. And Fizz has an idol, bro. So technically only 4. Let's talk about the immunity challenge. So they come up and he goes, Shen, you almost, you crushed that cow blood in the first round. How come you weren't able to pull it out in the last round with the Balmut? And he goes, I wasn't able to eat the egg because I just crushed that cow blood so hard. He's like, my stomach was so unsettled after pounding that cow blood that I was just not able to win the challenge, and ultimately I threw up. He's like, I'm not used to testing my stomach to see how much I could eat. I practiced for a lot of physical challenges and puzzles and things like that. I had no idea they were going to bring the gross food challenge back, especially this late in the game. And he's like, then Jana, do you feel comfortable going into Final 5? Do you think you'll be sitting in the Final 3? And Jana's like, I don't think anybody here is going to stop me from making it to Final 3. It's like, wow, Jana, all right. So Jana's very cocky. Shen's just like, you know what, I tried. And then he doesn't really ask any other questions of anybody else. He's like, how's Tribe life? Is everybody getting along? And, they're going to mention that, Jana mentions that Tribe has been quieter without Gragas, and they're like, well, it's going to get a little bit more quieter because one more person's going home. So let's go ahead and do the votes. You guys ready? All right. So Kaisa, go up and vote. Morgana, Shen, Jana, Fizz, Ash. He comes back with the thing of votes. He puts it down on the table. All right. I'll use this water bottle to signify it. He goes, it's like, all right. Before I open and read these votes, does anybody have an idol or an advantage and would like to play it? Or if you have an idol or an advantage, now would be the time to do so. And the camera pans to Ash, it pans to Fizz, it pans back to Jeff, and he goes, okay, I will now read the votes. Fizz does not play the idol, guys, okay? He's going to try to save the idol till next week. Let's see what happens. Let's see who the votes go for. First vote. Wait, I'm going to take a ripper. Ladies and gentlemen, ready up emotes in the chat, because we're going to read the votes, and then we're going to Among Us. This shit's hype. This shit's very hype. He did drink the blood like a G. Shen has, honestly, if Shen makes it to the end, I myself personally, again, I have to be fucking judge, jury, executioner. I have to be impartial. But if I had to not be impartial, I definitely like Shen's story. I definitely like his story at the end if he gets to the end, depending on how he handles these next few votes. He is not immune tonight. You know what I mean? Is he on the right side of the votes? Does he vote wrong again? He voted wrong last week on the Gragas vote. He's been blindsided, is he going to get blindsided again? We'll see. I'm going to take a ripper. Here we go. All right, time to read the votes. First vote, Fizz. 1 vote Fizz, 5 votes left. Second vote, Ash. 1 vote Fizz, 1 vote Ash, 4 votes left. Third vote, Morgana. 1 vote Fizz, 1 vote Ash, 1 vote Morgana. Fourth vote, Morgana. 2 votes Morgana, 1 vote Fizz, 1 vote Ash, 2 votes left. Fifth vote, Ash. 2 votes Ash, 2 votes Morgana, 1 vote Fizz, 1 vote left. Sixth player, oh no, sorry, this will be our 7th player. 7th player voted out of Survivor Runeterra, Ash. Ash, bring me your torch. Someone on this beach is playing a true villain's game. Final vote, Jake, fuck you. Ash, the tribe has spoken. Oh my god. There she goes, ladies and gentlemen. This has been a crazy episode. But guess what? The finale of Survivor Runeterra starts on Sunday, January 22nd at 9 p.m., guys. Final 5 players. Do you want to see our final 5? First off, there is our board right now. Our jury consists of Pantheon, Gragas, and Ash. And our final 5, Shen, Morgana, Janna, Fizz, and Kaisa battling it out for $1 million. Oh my goodness. Guys, what do you think of that final 5? How does that final 5 look? Sent Panth home now. Ash. He took Ash's idol and voted her out. He's not hiding it anymore. The owner is gone.